my little office in the RV. My friend from church was over last night and we watched a movie here in the off-grid solar-powered RV, and it was really cool. And funny thing, see, I got a light on right now, although it's 11 a.m. He was so excited to see that I was not stressed about turning on lights. When he arrived, we left and went into town to get a movie, and I left a couple lights on, and he says, "Don't you want to turn them off?" And I said, "No, why?" And he laughed and he said, "That's so cool, because when he remembers me last year suffering miserably and sparing every single bit of energy. And now I leave a light on so I can feel a little bit more comfortable coming home at night in the darkness of the forest." And actually, he was my roommate when I first moved to New York 7 years ago. And I started playing with solar power and putting batteries up. We had 2 bathrooms, a shower room and a toilet room, and I had batteries in each room and fluorescent battery-powered lights in there. And I was so sparing and so worried about the power. So he gets a kick out of coming in here, and I had the computer running, the LED TV running, lights on, and it was just a fun time. It was really cool. Right now, the sun has not yet hit my solar panels, and I'm looking at, I don't know if I can show this. Now I'm at 12 volts right now. Of course, I'm using a lot of power today. 0 amps coming in. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. My tripod is a little bit too long to get let me see if I can try to crank that a little bit long. There's a better focus. See, the problem is there's nothing at all, absolutely nothing coming in at 11 o'clock in the morning even. It still shows nighttime. Actually, that can't be. I think the raccoons might have messed with my wires again because they keep attacking. I have to go out and check. I found that the raccoons are walking across my panels. So this can't be right now that I'm looking at it. It says nighttime. I just saw that. Well, let's go out and have a look at my solar panels. The panels are in the dark yet, and sure enough, yep, that rotten monster has pulled out my wires. Look at that. Boy, I think they're intelligent. I mean, like, seriously, because they keep ripping the wires out of this and walking on my panels and defecating on them. And I wonder if they realize that's what powers my electric fence, which is right here. They're trying to get to my chickens and they keep pulling out my wires. It's amazing. There's my wire hanging right there, disconnected. Rotten beasts. I think I'm going to set a trap out here. I might have to expand my electric fence to cover my solar panels because those raccoons are tearing this up all the time. And soon I plan on making a mobile rack for these. Once my heating system is done for my RV, these solar panels are going on a mobile rack. But anyway, let's go inside and see if I have power now. Yes, Ness, now I have charge. So it's only 3 amps, but 40 watts till the sun hits. So those raccoons ripped out my wires yet again. I have to keep checking my wires. The raccoons are wreaking havoc. Eventually I need to get some stronger connections out there somehow. Well, construction will start on the porch framing today. I've got all the 2x4s here, or 2x3s I should say, ready to go. And I'm going to finish securing the plywood down to the base here. And once the plastic is all over and the wall is tied up against this awning, there shouldn't ever be any rain come into here, so it should be fine. And I do hope to paint and seal this anyway. But I have been studying. I don't have enough bandwidth to watch videos very much. They stutter and stop, and it's annoying. But I have been studying photos on framing today. So a lot of people will be relieved to know that I'm studying, and I hope to do this right. I've also seen that a lot of porches use 4x4s or even larger posts, and they get away with a lot less. I was thinking about putting a upward strut every 16 inches all the way across the wall, front and back. But I can get away with a lot less lumber by using some treated 4x4s that I found out in the forest here, and use them to make my frame here. So I can probably get by. Oh, there's a helicopter. The police are always out here. I'm sure you can hear the helicopter. The police are always out here looking for marijuana. That's why one time they almost came into my meadow because they thought my tomatoes were a plantation. Let me shut this off and wait till after he's gone. So by looking at images online and looking at professional construction websites, I can probably put a couple big poles here on the ends, and then come along and put one somewhere in the middle, a nice 4x4, and then have another one here, and then I can build my frame. Now to do that though, I'll probably have to double up the boards on the ends, so I don't know, I'll consider what works out, but I'm going to dig out some 4x4s that are out in the forest and see if maybe I can get by with that and use less lumber. But I don't have 2x6s for the front pieces, the main brace supports, so I'll have to figure out. So anyway, that's why it's 11 a.m. and I still haven't started construction yet, because I want to do this one right. Here's an awesome large snake. Look at the size of that thing. And he is just about to go get killed in my fence. I don't want that. This is an incredible snake. Now they're pretty quiet and calm. He's just chilling. These are pretty laid back snakes, these black ones here in New York. He's just kicking back, just relaxing in the sun. I'm maybe 2.5 feet from him. I'm not going to bother him, but so he doesn't get killed, because he's a mouse eater. I need to get my fence up, because guaranteed if I leave him alone, he's going to be in that fence and die. I'm tired of losing snakes. I'm tired of the stench, because I can't cut them out. It takes 3-4 days for their bodies to rot away, and the stench is so horrible. So I was hoping to let these rot out before I start messing with this, but I don't have a choice. That snake's going to get trapped. There's the other one. I have to let them rot out because they're so tangled in that netting. I have two choices. I destroy my netting, or I let the body rot away. So I've got some zip ties. I'm going to strap this all up along this side especially where they're getting tangled in, and stop losing snakes. Sort of a disgusting mess, but I've got the fence up in the air with entangled bodies in it, but I'm hoping to save that snake. Now they don't seem to be getting caught in the big wide netting, so that's something I've learned here. That's a bonus. But this fine stuff is a snake killer. I sure hope they don't try to get up in there. Now if they attempt to get up in there anyway, then there's something going on and I can't help them. But I am tired of losing snakes out here. This is horrible. Yesterday I did not nail anything down so that I can put reinforcing boards in between these slats and make this a very solid floor, which I'm about to do. save time, I'm only removing nails that are going to be absolutely in my way. Now these are pieces of broken pallets from previous pallet demolition. That'll be fine. It's just a little too long. I have to trim these so they'll overlap on one of the main supporting beams of the pallet. I'm working fast because I have a lot to do. Winter is coming. It's not going to wait for me. I've got to get this shed up. So these can go on. Show you that in a minute here. It is stinking hot today. I'm sweating like mad already. There, now see the edge here, so I can overlap the next piece on here. See? Now these will all go on. And allow me to put the next piece on here as well. That one's too big. No wonder that doesn't look right. Reject. I have to cut another. Yeah, okay, I'll have to cut another one. Now, when I put this board down, it's going to be sturdy. Now this is going to go fast and easy here. I'm just going to nail. Those are too long actually. It'll be secure. Just putting one nail in the middle of each board to keep it in place. All these are doing is taking off the stress from the plywood when I put it down. Particle board, I should say. Gotta use the proper terms. Just want to make sure this pallet or this porch holds up. Hate to have it collapse under somebody's reclining chair. I might need that. Now the shorter boards. Pull these nails out. Good. Good. Now, I did this right. This will go under. Look at that. Problem is, this is going to be a bugger to nail these. They're going to want to split, but I have to nail them. Let's see if I can do it in an angle some. It's going to work out, I think. It's reinforcement anyway. Whoa, it's hot. Did I say that already? It is hot. Oh, pretty. What did I do that on? Oh well. This one, get that board nailed. Nice. Now, the floor can officially go down. Got no raised nails, no mismatched boards. Time to do it. Well, that looks good. Awkward again. Oh, well there. I'll nail this down and be done with it. So I wonder if I want to use screws on that. That'd be better. Screws will last better. They'll hold down better and last longer. time for some framing.
Oh, the camera's recording.
Oh, people aren't supposed to know I'm lazing around all day. I've changed my plans. The layout of the beams, based on some studies I did online, they don't have to be 16-inch spaced. I've seen beams that were quite wide apart. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at the layout of the RV. I have to leave access to the door. There's the outside edge. Here's the frame of the door. Here's the frame of the door. This part is going to have to be straight, a flat roof, so that the door can open and close. It cannot be sloped because I'm going underneath the edge of the awning, and I'll probably put some flashing tape or something like that under there so that water runs off. A lot of people were worried about that water will go down and inside. So I don't want that to happen. But here it's going to have to be flat, and the roof will come up and butt up against underneath that awning. It's going to be tight for the door, but it'll work. I have to go around this access panel. You can see where the beams go around the access panel. Here I put one in the middle for support, and in the other wall. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 main beams for the wall. Now the roof, of course, is going to have beams going this way and crossway. I did some studying, so I hope I'm going to do this right. So now I just have to figure out how I want to attach to the railing. How is best, because I like these cup holders, but 2 of them are in my way. It would be great to mount the 2x4s on the insides right here, but this one is in the way because of that access panel, the way it lays out. And here, exact same situation here again. This one's in the way because of that access panel, so this makes it a bit awkward. I have to figure out, I might end up putting them on the outside, but then you have a piece of pallet wood and something missing, so it's going to be, it won't be flat. It's very awkward. Same here. So I got to figure that part out. That's the only thing holding me back right now. Well, I'll tell you what's hard. It's working on uneven ground, trying to make a square frame. It's nearly impossible because everything moves. Well, I think I have part of a frame. Oh, let me see here. I'm going to put it in. Sure hope this lines up right. See, now I've got cutout for the access panel, space by the door there for the frame of the door. This has to go over further. Put there gives you an idea. I have to do some adjusting because everything is so awkward working around these access panels. But there's a frame around the access panel and the wall frame just underneath the level of the awning. I think I need a break. I'm starting to get dizzy and not communicating well. But yeah, it's time for a short break. Let's get in there. Well, there's part of the frame. Fits around the door. I'll be able to open the panel. It's perfect. I'm going to have a removable lightweight hood sort of that sits here and pulls cold air down from underneath the RV for the fridge, so that'll be fine. I still have to make a proper cover for the fridge vent before I turn it on as well. But it's getting there. Well, there's the frame for over the door I'm about to put up. If you'd like to watch me, I guess you don't have a choice, do you? This is a large piece. The rain's coming. Stupidly this morning, very stupidly, I looked at the weather report on my phone and not paying attention to the weather on the weather station. That was a dumb idea because the weather station was saying rain. The phone was saying happiness and sun. I think the phone weather station was wrong. So I have to put this piece on. Then I can screw that frame down. Attach these, attach that, and I'll be able to open my door. That's the plan anyway. It's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I haven't had anything to eat yet. But I have to beat this weather. Well, there's the door. Clear as this, so that'll be fine. So the ceiling over here is going to be the same height. I'm just going to bring this across square right here, and the rest will slope down. So I'm going to finish off this piece across